So, how big is your team, and where do you recruit them?
The team, so let's see, it's maybe about 17, 18 of us in total, but across all these different dimensions that I spoke about. So we have a couple of data scientists, the data engineers that do a lot of the work of getting and helping us set up this data in the right way. We have marketing analysts that are aligned with the different functional units and the business units that they work with. Then we have the website experimentation team. And as I mentioned, I also have the online marketing team that actually executes a lot of these paid advertising tactics. And so altogether, about maybe 17, 18 of us here. It's a large team.
So what's a data scientist for you?
What's a data scientist?
Yeah.
Yes, they're the guys that we go to when we have all of these really hard questions we want answered. So shorten time to insight, how do you do that in a B2B business? When I tell you that there's technically perhaps an outcome that's quite far down the line, how do we get them to work with us? They're the guys who do the predictive modeling. So as someone starts trying our product, they can give me a prediction of how engaged this person's going to be, what's conversion going to look at. And that's something that can be done instantly as a prediction, and that can be fed back into sort of our systems and as feedback to the marketing folks. They'll also be the ones that will help us with things that are like multi-touch attribution algorithms. We don't know which models we want to actually work with. We work with the data scientists to be able to figure out what kind of an attribution algorithm we'd like to use for the kind of the data that we are seeing, and we'd work closely with them. It's amazing in that regard, having the sort of the marketing folks and the technologists sit together and figure out what's the right model that's useful for our business. So we do very, very deeply depend on them for a lot of these insights, for more of the sophisticated techniques that exist in the big data world today.
Yeah. So for the people that seeing, can you explain a little more what multi-touch attribution and the prediction that you should or shouldn't do around that are?
Yeah. So in terms of multi-touch attribution, as we mentioned, it probably takes multiple visits. If not visits, then at least multiple points of engagement with a particular brand or a particular property for someone to know that they're going to actually try a product. Or it could be as simple as someone told you about our product and you came to our website and tried it. And it could also be like you're a long-term Atlassian user of one product, and it's probably time for us to start dialogue with you. We've sort of gained that permission to talk to you about other products. There could be, with sort of a large portfolio of products and a large number of channels to talk to customers today, there's a number of touch points before someone really engages with you. Traditionally, folks would use maybe last touch attribution, whatever brought the person to the site to actually try a product was given all the credit. There have been companies that use first touch, linear touch across the board. There are many different models out there today that one could use to try to justify which channel worked, which channel was most effective, what sequence of activities were most effective. And so we have our own multi-touch attribution model that the data scientists were going to be able to determine, what was sort of the introductory channel. Which channels offer lift to some of our more prominent channels? How do we take that lift into account? And how's the different scope between someone trying the product versus someone actually using the product versus someone actually buying the product? How do we actually feature all of those into the multi-touch attribution model? What products take multiple visits? Things like that. They're very insightful in being able to slice down through all of those dimensions of someone's engagement with us.
So maybe Google Ads is the right channel to get people aware, and then maybe the next is, I don't know, retargeting and videos and webinars to kind of just move them into the right direction, right? So there's some acquisition campaigns that you guys do, and then some influencing campaigns, etc.
And it's just to gain awareness, to be able to get in front of people when they're searching for us, for the kind of things that we do for them, when they're searching for those kind of tools, to be able to get in front of them at the right place, at the right time, on the right properties.